Hello, hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our weekly doctor webinar. Okay, I'm Vincent here, and I will be your main host and translator for today's session. And I'm so happy to see you again this week. Okay, thank you for joining and taking your time off to participate in today's session. All right, and for those who wish to listen to the Mandarin, okay, tune into the Mandarin session. Okay, you can, okay, we are using computers, right? Okay, you can look for the interpretation button icon at the bottom of the screen. It's just like a globe. Okay, you click on that interpretation, then after that click on Chinese. Okay, and of course, if let's say you are joining from mobile, you can click on the more button on the bottom right. Okay, and then after that select Chinese. I will be there doing the translation after the introduction. And of course, earlier this month we have spoken about an amazing product, and we have actually received a lot of plenty of positive reviews. Okay, and that is actually what Dr. Abraham will be talking about today. Okay, and we call it Velixir. Velixir. Okay, this is the Velixir. It's in the form of sachet. It's, if you buy a Velixir, it comes in the box of 30 of this sachet, so it's very convenient. All right. So you can see vitamins, minerals. Okay, doctor will go through all these things later on. All right, and then and of course it's a powerful liquid nutrition with full spectrum of vitamins, minerals, vital nutrients, antioxidant, and enzymes. And of course, we know that we have to load our body with all the nutrients, okay, in order to be healthy. And after improving our health self with the balanced oil, okay, we can now take Velixir to take care of our everyday nutrition. All right. So later on, doctor will go through the key ingredients of Velixir and how it can be a perfect solution for all your nutritional needs. Okay, and of course, doctor will be also touching on our very important product, which is our balance oil, the one that you have seen earlier, and of course our most important tools. Okay, that is the balance test. So this is actually the balance test. All right. The test is actually one of the key drivers as to why Zinzino has been growing so rapidly worldwide. So you see, every company out there can say that they actually had this product, they had the best product, and they have plenty of testimonials. Okay, we at Zinzino not only have plenty of testimonials, of course we do have a lot of testimonials, but we also we can actually make good use of our test report, okay, from the balance test to show whether the product you are taking is it effective or not. All right, the balance test will give you a very clear indication of your current health status. So as the society gets more educated, the science and facts of the report will definitely become more important. All right, and until today, we have done more than 720,000 tests worldwide, and the test and the number is just like growing every week. Okay, and recently, of course, Zinzino Test has also launched a statistic database, or what we call the Zinzino Balance Map, where you can actually read real time, okay, the first and second test, the average test result of your country. Okay, of course, you can also look at the balance test, for the rest of the world, okay, including your neighbors, neighboring countries. So it's very interesting, and I urge everyone to go and take a look at our statistic at zinzinotest.com. All right, and also for those who have just joined us for the first time, Zinzino is actually a test-based nutrition and a public listed company based in Sweden. And of course, we have the world largest we have the world largest fatty acid test database. Zinzino has been serving many satisfied customers in Europe over the past years, and we are now just starting in Asia. All right, so for sure we have been because we have been some tremendous success in Europe over the past years because of the oil and of course the test, and soon it will definitely be bigger with the Asian markets coming up. Okay, and of course before the end of the session, we also open up the field for some Q&As. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to ask Dr. Abraham anything regarding products and health. Okay, I'm very sure over the past week you have encountered plenty of queries from customers. So get all these questions ready. Okay, type into the chat box later when we actually start our Q&As. All right, and this is actually the best time for everybody here to learn and share knowledge. And as you have more knowledge, you will be more confident and convincing when you are sharing the product with your prospects. Okay, before we start, let me give you everyone a short introduction of Dr. Abraham. Doctor is based in KL, and then of course he has been working in the medical field, worked in the hospital for more than 40 over years. So he is really experienced and has helped plenty of patients back to their health. Even though he's a medical doctor, he truly believes in the holistic approach to keeping our body healthy. And of course, right now he is also in the scientific advisory board for Zinzino and has been working very closely with the rest of the board members to develop better and wonderful product for you. So without further ado, let us all type in 888 into the chat box and give our warmest applause to welcome Dr. Abraham. Doctor, please.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Vincent. Today, we are going to touch on two products that are available in this part of the world through Zinzino. And there have been some queries now. Why do I need to take this two, and how does it combine? What else do I need to take? There have been some very basic inquiries, and I want to go back a little bit. If you are in the market and you need to choose basic product for yourself, minimum products, how would you go about doing that? What are the things that you would consider? If you enter a vitamin shop, you will see a few hundred products. And if you ask some advice over the counter, the person there is informed, but they don't know your specific needs sometimes, and you don't have enough time to explain or ask all the questions that you need. So you maybe wrap up in about 15 or 20 minutes, you buy some products, you come home, and you're not sure whether you actually made the right choice. So how do we go about choosing a basic product? Now, usually when we talk about food supplements, I tell people, compare it with the food that you take. If you look at the food that we consume, whether you are living in the East, West, North, or South, it can be divided into three parts. The first one is basic food that everybody eats. That involves rice, vegetables, and some meat. In a different part of the world, the rice may be wheat, vegetables remain the same, and the animals that you may consume may vary, but these are the three parts of a basic diet. The fruits that we eat are more like dessert. Fruits are nature's desserts. So take some, but don't take too much. Now, the second classification, I would say, is special foods that you prepare because you have a backache problem, you have body aches, and someone who's elderly needs extra nutrition, someone who's recovering from pregnancy, child delivery, and so they are given special preparations. Now, these special preparations become special supplements where you take some maybe glucosamine because you have a joint problem. Maybe you are taking milk thistle or its extract, silymarin, because you may have a liver problem. So these are specialized products. So we already covered two categories. One is basic food and therefore basic supplements. The other one is special foods and therefore special supplements. Then you have a third category, which is seasonal. Now, in cold countries, they have 4 seasons. So different seasons, they have different fruits growing. Even in warm countries like where we stay now, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Taiwan, the climate is warmer, and yet we get a lot of fruits that are seasonal. The one that I can think of is durian or mangosteen. They don't grow throughout the year. It is seasonal. So if you look at food, basic food, specially prepared foods, and seasonal foods. supplements are the same. Basic supplements everybody needs to take. Special supplements for people with specific problems, concerns, medical conditions, whatever. And the third one is supplements that you need to take seasonally. I will give one example before we move on. A seasonal supplement would be something like ginseng. Ginseng should not be taken throughout the year. Unfortunately, some people promote it as a supplement that needs to be taken continuously. No, it should be taken intermittently. Zinzino is committed to a policy of introducing all these three types of supplements. Right now, what we have available in Southeast Asia is basic supplements. The more specialized ones, I think Vincent and his team are working very hard to get it registered. You know, Southeast Asia has got so many countries, so many regulations differ from one country to the other, and you have to satisfy many conditions before they say okay to your supplements. And we have also specialized supplements, and we have also supplements that are seasonal. That will be coming later. But today I want to touch only on the basic supplements. Now, when you look at basic supplements, you need to look at the world we live in, the lifestyle that we lead, and the special requirements that our times require. We live in a world that is very organized in a way that our food is grown either many miles away or many days away. Either distance or time is big, because by the time we get our fresh produce to cook, it has been harvested many days ago. We buy that, we put it into our fridge, and then cook it maybe 2 days later, and we use that for another day or two to eat. Now, as time goes on, any vegetables, fruits, meat begin to degenerate. When I say degenerate, I don't mean it goes bad. The nutritional content keeps going down. One of the biggest losses is actually minerals. Not so much the vitamins and the fiber and the fats. Minerals are lost in the food that we cook, or rather we have stored for a long time. And then when you cook, you lose a lot of minerals. Just to give you an example of what happens in a traditional practice. Now, this is very common among Chinese. After delivery, childbirth, the young mother is given a combination of a lot of herbs, including ginger, of course. Yeah, ginger is more for digestion and body heat, but there's a lot of herbs and stuff added in. And they boil that for a few hours. When you boil anything like that for a few hours, the enzymes, the vitamins, all of them most of it get destroyed. But when this concoction is given to the young mother, the recovery is amazing. What is it that is working? Now, if you notice this preparation in a traditional manner, it's not very high heat, low heat, but long period. If you look at the liquid that is left behind, it's a little thick, viscous, sticky. What you get is an extraction of minerals from these herbs and vegetables and root vegetables that you may add. These minerals are lost because in childbirth, the young baby uses up as much minerals as they can from the mother, and the mother is drained of this. And because of that, the recovery is fast with these very special preparations. Now, this is the kind of thing that is missing in our diet in modern times. So one requirement would be to get a product that has the full range of not just the big minerals like calcium, magnesium, which you require in 1000 milligrams and 400 milligrams, but a host of micro minerals. When I say micro minerals, it is not the size of the mineral. It is the amount that is needed. For example, chromium, silicon, manganese, these are required in very small amounts. Copper, for example, only 2 milligrams. So we call them micro amounts, and instead of that, we say micro minerals. How much of them do we need? There are 70 over micro minerals or minerals that are detected in nature, and in our bodies, they have detected about half of them and found some function for each one. Why did it take so long? Some of them are present in the body in such small amounts that only technologies that are available over the last 20 years have been able to detect it. Some dilutions are or parts of the mineral is 1 in 1 million part. So such minute parts are difficult to detect. Only modern methods have now shown us that we do use some very unusual minerals. I was quite surprised to learn a couple of years ago that the body has gold. Gold is used by the body, but in such small amounts. If you look at the old practice, when you needed to have teeth, artificial dentition, they used to use gold. And this gold used to be leached into the body. Apparently, it helped with the health, especially arthritis. And about 70 years ago, 80 years ago, where there was no medication for arthritis, when your arthritis comes to a point, particularly in the knee, where you really cannot take it anymore, what they used to do was inject gold colloid into the joint, and it did give them some relief. Okay, so many of these micro minerals we miss out. And no matter how much vegetables you take, it all depends on what soil the vegetables were grown on. The vegetables by themselves can synthesize carbohydrates, fats, proteins, enzymes, aromatherapy oils. They cannot synthesize the minerals. It must be absorbed from the soil. And if the soil lacks these minerals, that vegetable or fruit will have low minerals. It might be very tasty, but the presence of minerals may not be adequate. Now, some of you may have experience in growing vegetables. If you grow it on normal ground, the first crop will look very good, juicy and very tasty. The second round, if you don't do anything to the soil, may not be that great, maybe acceptable. But by the third round, you will find that the vegetables and fruits are not tasty at all. And that is the reason they keep enriching the soil for every crop they grow. Now, very old civilizations like China, India, they have been farming their land for thousands of years, and it is low in minerals, especially micro minerals. So that is one requirement that in modern life, we need a clear-cut supplement. The second one is because of the stress that we undergo in modern times, we need a high dose of antioxidants. Whatever supplement that you take should have a good amount of antioxidants if anything is going to work. Our environmental pollution increases our aging process through what is called free radical activity. This activity at the cell level is increased by smoking, eating fried food, sleeping late, a lot of mental stress, and environmental pollution. I don't think anybody has not been exposed to all of this. You may be a non-smoker, but you are inhaling a lot of exhaust from the vehicles that are plying the streets. Maybe your friends smoke. Maybe nobody smokes in your office, but your air conditioning is such that you are just breathing used up air, not getting enough oxygen. Almost anything increases this free radical activity in the body. Okay, so how do we counteract that? Nutritionists have studied this, and what they recommend looks like not possible to be fulfilled. They suggest that we consume at least 10 servings of fruits and vegetables per day to get all the micro minerals and antioxidants that we are supposed to get. Now, I am sure all of you, if you make an effort, you can do it maybe once or twice a week, and that too with difficulty. Now, what do you mean by one helping? A small coffee cup full, chopped up vegetables and fruits. You need 10 of those. And since I've been looking at this for a while, I can tell you that about 10 years ago, the recommendation was 5 servings. In other words, the quality of vegetables and fruits that are available now is not that good. So they had to increase the amount that they recommend that you consume every day. If we have to chew that much, there is no time for work, and it is very tiring. It is noted that during, our modern times, we actually overall, volume-wise, eat less than what our forefathers did. I'm talking about volume. We don't eat as much. On top of that, our food is devitalized, and therefore we find it difficult to cope with modern lifestyles without developing diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, cancer, and so on. Just take one thing like cancer. Figures are available from the United States. Compared to 110 years ago, when there was only 1 out of 100 persons will have cancer in their lifetime, today the number there is 1 out of every 3 person will be diagnosed with cancer during their lifetime. If you think that this is far away, doesn't affect us, you'll be shocked that in Singapore, the number is 1 in 4. In other words, 1 person out of every 4 will have an encounter with cancer during their lifetime. Sounds terrible. Now, this is one of the degenerative diseases. The nutritional shortfall is not the only reason, but it does contribute to this. Okay, so how do we get it? Now, these are 2 things that I mentioned: antioxidants, micro minerals. I want to mention a third one before I move on to the products. Now, when we eat outside, we have problems. Almost everybody condemns fast food. And many people do not approve of eating outside hawker food and all that so much. What is wrong with that food? If we are open-minded enough, you will find most of what we eat is okay. I wouldn't say fantastic. Even in fast food, you get a burger, you get some proteins, you get some carbohydrates, and you get fats. This is the problem. The main problem with food eaten outside is fats. Too much fats, wrong type of fats, which further contributes to free radical activity. Now, when you get wrong kind of fats, you are adding calories, you will put on weight while not helping the body, because the body is looking for quality fats. We need fats in our diet, It gives us taste. It gives us satisfaction. It also keeps us from getting hungry too often. But we must get the right kind of fats. Are you getting it? Not when you eat outside. So when you eat outside, try to choose mostly steamed food or food that doesn't involve anything that is fried. Okay? Once in a while is okay. Now, when this essential fats go down in the cells are open to many diseases. And they find that it is very critical because the cells lining your blood vessels start getting inflamed if you have an imbalance of these essential fats. Now, essential fats in biochemistry is classified as omega-6 and 3. We don't need 6 that much because we already get a lot of it in our cooking oil. In fact, we get too much of it. But when it comes to omega-3, there's hardly any omega-3 in our diet. Maybe a little bit in our seafood. About 100 years ago, when all animals were organic, even beef and mutton had omega-3 because they were eating grass. Today, those animals have no omega-3 enough to satisfy anywhere near our needs. And therefore, you have to supplement this special fat. Long-chain omega-3 fats have to be supplemented. So I have listed 3 items that you need to absolutely have, and everybody needs it. It's not just you, me, or elderly folks. No, everyone, right from young to the old. I would say anybody from 3 to 100 will need these supplements. Now, if you look around, you have to put together maybe half a dozen supplements if you want to buy and get this stuff. And still, you may have a shortfall. And this is where I think we have a winning combination. Now, Zinzino in Southeast Asia at the moment is marketing these basic products. It comes in 2 preparations. One as an oil, and therefore it cannot be mixed with anything. It has to be separate. Now, this oil helps to balance the essential fats in the body. And so we don't call it omega-3, we call it balance oil. By the way, omega-3 is mainly obtained from fish, and some people call it fish oil, which is not wrong, but not 100% correct, omega-3. And because of its action, Zinzino has chosen to brand it as balance oil. So basically, it's omega-3. How does omega-3 get absorbed? It requires a set of antioxidants called polyphenols. Now, at the moment, there is no other omega-3 product in the market in this region which has that. Why do we need it? That is needed to preserve the oil. It is needed for the body to absorb the oil and actually use it. Okay, these are the claims that Zinzino makes. Can we check that out? Oh, yes. Zinzino offers a blood test through an independent laboratory in Norway. By the way, this lab is a very high-tech lab. It is listed under WHO as one of the labs that they use, World Health Organization. Okay, this lab is situated in a science park where all research universities are nearby, and they work very closely with them. They have developed this test. As Vincent mentioned earlier, they have done in their database more than 720,000. What I hear from the company is the lab is doing something like 14 to 15,000 tests every month. So very soon they will hit about 1 million. No other company, no other lab in the world has such a large database to check the fats that is circulating in your body. And that test is available through Zinzino. Okay. Now, when we come to micro minerals, we have another product. This product has micro minerals about 70 over. Why do I say about? When we extract these micro minerals from deep sea, there's always plus or minus 2 or 3. These are naturally occurring in deep sea bed, very pure form. There are other companies that extract it from soil, certain layers of the soil, and they have to do a cleanup job because it comes with a lot of pollution, especially heavy toxic metals like mercury, lead, cadmium, and so on. Now here they are in pristine form in the seabed, and we obtain it from people who do that kind of mining. So 70 over minerals. To make sure that it is absorbed, we have added enzymes. Enzymes are necessary so that the body can absorb all the microminerals completely that is available in the product. Additionally, we have also put in a daily requirement of your vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, this is to make sure that you actually get all the vitamins that you need in a day. I'm sure you get more than 50% in your diet, but this will make doubly sure that you are supplied with that every day. Now, in addition to that, antioxidants. Fortunately, antioxidants can be combined with microminerals. So Zinzino has made available this Velixir, which has antioxidants extracted from mangosteen, decaffeinated green tea, and aloe vera. Why so many sources? Studies show that if you get your antioxidants, no matter how high, from just one source, then the effectiveness is not as good as if you get it from multiple sources. Okay, so the mangosteen is from the skin, and it has got a range of antioxidants called xanthones. These are very large groups and very potent. Those of you who have eaten mangosteen know that the skin should not touch your shirt. Otherwise, the part where it touches can decolorize or remove the color of the cloth. And so we avoid it. The antioxidants are that powerful, okay? A green tea, everybody knows. Aloe vera, it's been in the market for decades. So these are proven products from which we get the antioxidants, and we give you an amazing amount in every serving. 20,000 ORAC units. Our daily requirement is about 3 to 7,000, and here per serving you get about 20,000. Okay, so here are two products that bring together all the basics that you need: the essential fats, your daily vitamins, the whole range of micro minerals, and it makes sure that your daily requirement of antioxidants are met. Now, why have we put so much of antioxidants? Now, antioxidants very easily get oxidized. So this is not a drink that you can, let me show that nearby. Just open up, pour it in a cup, stir, and wait and slowly sip. You will be losing the antioxidants, the oxidating effect in the air. So this is something that you pour out and drink the whole thing at one go, quickly. Okay, so you get all the antioxidants you're supposed to get. So even if you leave it lying for a while, you will get at least half of it, and that is more than enough. We have actually designed the sachet in such a way that if you rip off, there is one part that opens, and many people drink it straight from the sachet, which I would recommend, of course, if you can, but for children or elderly folks, that might be difficult. So you can put it out into the cup and take it. So these are two products that are quite complete. So if I take this, I don't need anything else. No, each one has some special need. You may need something more. But all that will work better if you build with this yourself with these basics. Okay, so balance oil, Velixir, I want you to consider as your basic nutritional products that you need every day. I'm going to stop here and take some questions. Today has been a little longer. Vincent, do we have another program at 9:30 or?
Doctor, go ahead. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Feel free.
Now there is a question. Sorry.
OT.
Oh, okay. Now there is a question. If Velixir is complete nutrition, how come we don't have zinc? Okay. Now we are focusing on micro minerals. So you will not get enough amounts of calcium or magnesium or zinc. These are the ones that you require in large amounts. So these ones will be available only in small amounts. But the micro minerals that you require in micro milligrams or milligrams will be present. Is the dosage of balance oil for pregnant women also based on body weight? Should they also do the balance test? Yes, they should do the balance test to make sure that they are balanced. Now, the baby that is growing in the uterus will get all its omega-3 and 6 from the mother. If the mother is short, she's going to be even shorter because between the two, nature has given the priority to the baby. So even if the mother is short, the baby will take what it needs. If that is also short, then both of them are going to be short. So it's better that you do the test. And if you're short, you top it up. And yes, it is based on your total weight. That means that includes the baby also. Okay. I have skin problems such as acne, pimples, and eczema. Which product will help to improve my skin condition? Okay. Both of these require medical treatment. But if you want that medical treatment to be more effective, you should be taking balance oil, okay, as the number one product. If you can afford it, I think adding Velixir will help because of the antioxidants. But your priority would be balance oil. Any other questions? Now, there have been some feedback, or rather asking, I have a person who's a diabetic. Your Velixir is sweet. Is it okay? Now, if you take a diabetic and they're very strict with their diet, they still have to consume about 1,500 calories per day, minimum. Okay? Otherwise, you're actually starving. Maybe 2,000 if you're a big person. It's diabetic, but you're a big person, you need to. And if you happen to be a diabetic who's exercising, you may need more than 2,000. But let's take the lowest end, 1,500. The 50 ml of Velixir is only 40 calories. So compared to the calories you're taking, it is very low. It will not affect your sugar. The sweet taste is because of the extract of mangosteen. Okay. Why Velixir does not contain vitamin K2? Okay, that's a good question. Now, we have added enzymes, and I may mention that we have also added nattokinase. Okay, nattokinase does have some vitamin K, but I must caution you here, we have not added the enzymes in the amount where it provides you all your daily needs of the enzyme. No, the enzymes have been added so that absorption of the minerals is more complete. So it is to support the absorption of minerals. My friend just have surgery. Can he take Velixir or balance oil to help her with recovery? Okay. Here, not commercial recommendation, actual recommendation, you need both. But you absolutely have to choose between the two. I would say Velixir. Okay. How much can we take? How much Velixir can we take? And how about balance oil? Now, Velixir comes in sachet. One sachet is one serving. So someone who is recovering from something, an illness, childbirth, surgery, or something like that, I would suggest 2 sachets a day, one morning, one evening. After your recovery, which is about 2 weeks to 4 weeks, you can go on to the maintenance of just 1 sachet a day. Now, how about balance oil? Balance oil, we have 2 servings. One is 7.5 mils or ml. The other one is 12. So someone who's 80 kilos approximately, 80 kilos and less, 7.5 ml is okay. Someone who's more than that need 12 ml. Now, this is difficult to measure. It's oil. If you measure, half of it gets stuck in the glass or something like that. I usually recommend tablespoon. Take 1/2 to 3/4 tablespoon. That is enough. Why Velixir? Okay, I think we've covered that question. Should cancer patient take balance oil or Velixir or both? Now, cancer patients are in a difficult situation. The disease is such, it requires a lot of nutrition. But at the same time, a person who has cancer, his appetite is very poor. They find it difficult to eat. So for them, anything that is in concentrated form will help them a lot. In fact, I would say both. Give both. But if it has to be only one, or you would want only one product, I would suggest Velixir first. I have diabetes, high blood pressure. Will taking balance oil help? Yes. Now, the moment you begin, your balance hits 5:1, we recommend 3:1. If your test shows 5:1, already some repair work is going on in your blood vessels. How much of the repair work depends on how long you had the problem. So someone who's had blood pressure for 5 years, 10 years, the response will be not that great. Someone who's had blood pressure recently, 1 or 2 years, yes, there will be a big difference. So someone who has had blood pressure longer will say, yeah, then no need to take No, your blood pressure as you get older will get worse. You have to take more medications. So it is a good time to start now. So those changes which may be harmful will be less as you go along, or it may entirely stop getting bad. When we are sick, can we take Velixir? Yes, unless there is a dietary restriction by the doctor. Okay. Otherwise, this is good concentrated nutrition. At which time of the day is the best to consume Velixir? I can tell you only one answer: when not to take. Don't take late in the evening. It gives you a lot of energy. It may disturb with your sleep. So any other time of the day, morning, afternoon, late afternoon, fine. And preferably take it after food so that absorption is better. And because it is very concentrated, For some people who have sensitive stomach, they might not feel comfortable if they take it on an empty stomach.
All right. Do we have any questions for Dr. Abraham? Okay, if not, okay, thank you, Dr. Abraham, for your sharing once again. Okay, I'm very sure today, everyone has benefited from your tip and advice. Let us give Doctor a round of applause. Okay, thank you so much. And I'm so looking forward to start taking Velixir, sharing Velixir to all the partners and friends. Okay, and you should too. And as the topic today, Velixir and balance oil. Okay, these two on my hand. Can you see? Okay, these two they are a perfect match. Okay, perfect combination. Right, Velixir contains a lot of antioxidant, vitamin, minerals, and enzymes, while the balance oil help to keep our cell healthy. Okay, and keep our body in balance. So I will recommend everybody to take the oil. Okay, and then of course the Velixir as well. This make our body absorb the nutrition much better and also improve the efficiency of the products. And this has been my daily nutrition over the past months. Again, and I must say that I really feel the difference. I always take them in the morning together. It's like I take both together in the morning with my breakfast. Okay, and after that, the whole day I don't bother about all these things again. I just focus on my work, focus on my daily activities. All right, so because once I have these two, I know that my health has been taken care of, and I can focus on my daily activity after that. And of course, if let's say, for example, you like what doctor has shared earlier, but have yet tried our products, okay, talk to the person who invites you to the call, okay. And before you start taking any of the product, I strongly recommend you to do a balance test, okay, to find out where's your health status. All right. And then of course it's very important. Okay, you will see the where you stand, and after you have taken the test, okay, then you take the oil together with the Velixir for 120 days daily, and then do the test one more time, okay, to see your second result after 120 days. All right. Okay, we can be very sure because we have done so much tests already. We know the facts, we know the data. All right. In fact, we also know our Asian data. Okay, from the 720,000 tests that we have gathered so far, we can be very confidently say that you can definitely see an improvement. Okay, after 120 days, and you are very likely be in balance. And of course, if you like the product, then you can share with your friends and families. And when you have more customers yourself, Zinzino will reward you for your sharing effort. Reward you a free product for your sharing effort. Okay. All right. So tomorrow at 8:45 p.m. same time. Okay, we have a lot of this health talk. Okay, and tomorrow we have another session coming up. Okay, and it will be our nutritionist. Okay, Miss Julia. Okay, from Taiwan. She will be speaking to you in Mandarin, and they will be discussing with everyone, regarding the balance oil and balance test. So if let's say you have any Mandarin speaking prospects, okay, make sure you bring them to the session tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to find out how the products actually help and why actually they would understand the importance of taking it daily. So we have designed all these products, for you to invite your customers. All right. So I encourage everyone, okay, to really send the link to your friend, to your customers, to your prospect, and get them onto this health talk. Okay, so that they had a better understanding. We had the professionals to help you. Okay, we had doctors Abraham, we had our nutritionists to help to share knowledge with them. Okay, so do encourage them to join the session. All right, the link of this session, okay, will be posted at our Facebook group, Team Zinzino Asia. Okay, so if let's say you have not joined our group yet, okay, you can go to your Facebook and type in Team Zinzino Asia. Okay, I'll show everyone the link, not the link, the okay, I pull this up so that you can see. Okay, if let's say you have not joined the group, okay, go to Teams in Zeno Asia. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and then you can join the group. Okay, make sure you fill up your name and your ID. Okay, to gain access to the group, because we will have there will be some, my colleague over there will be doing a check before we allow people to go into the group. All right. Okay, and of course, just a quick reminder for all partners. Okay, we are 3 days left to the end of the current qualification for the 200% ECB campaign. Okay, this is for partner. All right, so strongly recommend all partners. Okay, strongly recommend, just a quick one. Okay, because it's end of the month already, so I have to just quick reminder for all the partners. Please make sure you complete your 10 action point by 31st of October. Okay, and get yourself qualified for the 200% ECB campaign. Okay, next month, November, will be a fantastic month, and it will be the month of the year. Okay, where you see great campaigns, great volumes, okay, and plenty of brand recognition. Okay, so work hard for this, and then you can have an amazing year-end party. All right. So, but before that, please just remember. Okay, so what is a 200% ECB campaign? Okay, basically you must qualify first. Okay, and then you can do your 200% ECB, or what we call the 3 times credit. Okay, for November. Okay, you need to qualify for. Make sure you have 10 action point by end of October. Okay, so when we say 200% ECB, this will triple your credits. Okay, for your ranking title. Okay, you will triple your credits for Z phone. Okay, which is 200 euros, and then triple your credits for Z car, additional 1,000 euros. Okay, but before you can get all these additional benefits, okay, you must qualify all this the following by 31st of October, which is just 3 days left. Okay, so complete either A or B. Okay, by 31st of October. Okay, it's either you get 10 new premium customers or 10 new partners. Okay, to earn the action point. Each new premium customers and each new partner will give you 1 point. Okay, you need 10 action points in total by 31st of October. Okay, you can track if you do not know what's your action point right now. Okay, you can go to your back office to do a quick check. Okay, under reporting, under campaign. Okay, or alternatively, you can get the 6 balance test restore kit. Okay, get the test kit. Okay, and then of course share this with your prospects, share this with your friends. Okay, to get them started, to get them tested. Okay, so they know that they can see their needs. Okay, so it's either A or B. Okay, A or B. All right. Okay, make sure you do your qualification by 31st of October. Okay, and of course, 31st of October. All right, so it's really important for us, for all the partners, not to miss this campaign. Okay, because next month is going to be an amazing month, and I'm so excited about this. And make sure you got 10 action point by this Sunday, 31st of October. Okay, share this with your partners also. Team partners, okay, because I think a lot of them are not here today. All right, so share with them, remind them, okay, so that everyone will work hard together to make November the best month ever in Zinzino. All right, this webinar is coming to an end. Stay safe, stay healthy in the meantime, and I will see you all again tomorrow session. All right, thank you everyone for participation, and good night. Bye for now.